So my overall opinion on Titanics, are they worth going for? No way! No way! Oh my gosh. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is Majin Nick here, and for today's topic, I'm going to be talking why I think Titanic pets are actually not worth it. Now, to help eliminate some controversy, I do not think Titanic pets are necessarily bad. I actually think they're pretty cool, and you can see back there I have one myself that I bought. But this video is mainly going to be discussing why I think they're not worth it for most players, and why I think Huges are better than Titanics overall. So as many of you guys may know, farming in this game, especially in the last area, is probably the most important thing when it comes to getting rich and successful, because when you have a good setup, farming in the last area, one, enables you to farm pure diamonds, which everybody needs diamonds to buy things, but two, it also allows you to get a bunch of items that you need, like potions, enchants, other items like flags or coin jars, whatever it may be. And also, item farming allows you to make diamonds because you can sell those items in the trading plaza to other players. So now that we understand what the most crucial part to this game is, this is going to tie into why Titanics are not worth it, because if we take a look at their price, like I'm using my only Titanic as an example, its wrap right now is 1.96 billion. Now it actually doesn't sell for that much. I highly doubt anybody would actually sell it or trade it for that exact value. It's probably going to be a lot more than that, probably closer to like 2.5 billion. But the cost of this is so high and it's so hard to get that it begs the question, is this even worth going for? Let's say it did sell for 2.5 billion, right? I don't really know exactly what it would be, but that's just my speculation on what people would actually trade it for / pay for it. If it sold for 2.5 billion, think of how many huge pets you can get with 2.5 billion diamonds. Now, obviously these prices are going to be very outdated soon in the future, because I'm sure months from now, a happy rock will cost like $1 billion or something crazy. But the point still remains is that all the time and effort that you spend into getting one Titanic pet, you can go ahead and invest that same money and get tons of huge pets, which will help benefit you way more than just having one Titanic. Let me give you some examples. Let's say you took 2.5 billion diamonds and you wanted to spend that all on the cheapest huge, which right now the cheapest huge I think is tied between the Happy Computer and the Happy Rock. Oh no, the Happy Computer is slightly cheaper now. It used to be the same price. So let's say you invested all that money into Happy Computers. How many Happy Computers would you get? So doing some quick math, we can take 2.5 billion diamonds and divide that by 40 million, which is the price of each Happy Computer. So rounding down from the number that I got, that comes out to about 62 huge pets with that same amount of money. And again, that's even if people are selling it for that much. It could be more or it could be less. That is 62 huge pets that can all reach level 99, that can all have an additional 4 charms put on it, which could be TNT, diamonds, royalty. You can even throw an overload on to get another charm on there. That is pretty much an entire setup for somebody. Now, if you have a lot of pet equips, like you could see, I have 96 pet equips because I bought the Game Pass for it. But even if you don't, that's going to fill up most of your team with all huges that can all do good damage and help you farm the last area. Now, let's say you already have a full team of huges, but you had that type of money laying around to buy a Titanic. You could go and then buy a bunch of Happy Computers, get 60 plus of them, transfer it to an alt account, and then farm the last area on an alt account and be making almost double the amount of money. Now, obviously, that's going to depend on your setup, what enchants you have, the game passes you have on that alt account or your main account. It's going to vary on how much you're going to make, but you're definitely going to be making so much more per day if you have 2 accounts farming the last area. So when we look at it from that perspective, it almost seems worthless to have a Titanic that will do a lot more damage than a huge. You have to give it that, but it's only one pet that you're getting versus an entire team of huges that you can use to farm. Now, this is looking at it from the perspective of farming. If you're a collector, you're obviously going to want to go for these Titanics because not many people have them and it's really sought after, and your wrap is going to be so much higher. It's honestly, it's never going to hurt to have a Titanic, right? It's what everybody wants. It's what every new player, or even not new player, just people who don't have a Titanic, this is what you want to go for. And even if you do have a bunch of Titanics, who wouldn't want more? So it's not me trying to shame Titanics and say that they're bad or useless in any way, because they're obviously not. They're obviously in the game for a reason, and it's why people love them so much, and it's why they're sold for so much money too. But for the average player who just wants to get good at the game, and even even for people who are not average and they want to just become more and more rich and be able to buy like 10 huges a day at some point, going for a Titanic will just not be worth it. And this is not to discourage some of you guys who your goal is to get a Titanic or even multiple. Definitely go for it if that's what you want to do it and do it to the best of your ability, but just know it's not going to be worth it when it comes to farming. And that's all I'm basically trying to say. So just to help visualize it for you guys and to prove my point even further, here is what a Titanic pet looks like farming the last area. Now here's what 62 huge pets looks like farming the last area. Obviously these are not all happy computers, but the point remains the same. I mean, come on, what's the obvious answer here? Now let me give another example. Let's say you wanted to get a team of all, say, rainbow pets, because rainbow pets do a lot more than regular huges. And I'm gonna go based off the wrap of this huge happy rock. It's right now 147 million. So let me just do some quick math on how many of these you would be able to buy if you bought it for wrap value. It's obviously gonna cost you a lot more than 147 million because people never sell it for that much. But theoretically, let's just say that you did get it for that. That would come out to about 17 rainbow huge happy rocks. So my overall opinion on Titanics, are they worth going for? It depends on your goals. If you like collecting these, sure, but if you're just trying to get really good at the game and farm up tons of money, I would say no. I would say this is probably one of the worst decisions you can make. Well, not one of the worst, but you're just investing so much money into one pet that's not going to help you farm all that much. But that's pretty much all I have to say. If you guys disagree with me in the comments below, let me know. I mean, I don't think you guys will. It's kind of like factual information. Having one Titanic versus a whole set of huges is obviously going to be way worse for farming, but I'm always curious to hear what you guys say. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.